Hey everyone, my name is Tristan from Tris Hobbies. Today I'm going to be teaching my mom on how to draw first point perspective drawings on the paper, and we're going to be just sketching out a city. We're going to do it from the top view, so it's going to be like a bird's eye view drawing. So my mom and I decided we should start drawing together during the summer because it would be good, especially during quarantine, for our family bonding time. So we decided drawing would be good because it's good for your creativity, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's good for our bonding, and yeah, I just wanted to teach my mom something that I learned from art class before. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is drawing our road because it's going to show us the middle of our picture that we're going to draw. And so with your ruler, what I like to do is I think that this is actually a pretty good width for the road. So I'll align it just like this, right in the center. And I'll use both sides. So I'll keep it straight. And I'll just draw a line, this one, keep it together, and draw the second one. We have a pretty good road just like this. Okay, so the trick for getting the perfect perspective, and I learned this, is you have to put a mark, because that's why it's called 1 point perspective. You have to put a mark somewhere on your piece of paper where you want all of the lines you're going to have, all your buildings, to meet up. So it looks like it's all going to one place and then it kind of disappears. This is good for making tunnels as well. But today we're going to be doing buildings, which is why in the center of my road, I'm just gonna draw a little X right there. Okay, it's a little X. And this is where I'm going to draw all my lines towards. No matter where I'm drawing, if it's here, it's gonna go all the way over here. If it's here, it's gonna go all the way here. If it's here, all the way here. It's all gonna go here, so that you can get that perfect perspective that you're looking from the top. Alright, so now we have our first building. We'll be drawing a few other buildings. So we're gonna do the same concept, but this time, I kind of want to connect my building to the other building, so it kind of looks like the buildings are connected, yet they're separate buildings. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So we're gonna draw one more line to make a third triangle, or a second triangle, kind of just like this. But I'm gonna stop right there because I want to make it a little bit shorter. So you can see this is a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, and this is our bigger building. So because I'm not bringing this line all the way to the end, it means that we would have to put a roof on it, because this one, we don't have to put any roof on it because it's basically extending past our paper, so we can't really see the roof. But this one is shorter, which means we have to do a roof. So in order to do a roof, just a square one, pretty simple. Instead of following the line from the middle to here, we're just gonna draw a straight line parallel to our paper. So we're just gonna draw a normal one like this. We're not gonna reach the end again, not to the end. And then we're gonna draw a line connecting from here to our first building, and it's also going to be parallel to this side now, just like this. And finally, to show that this is actually a roof, what we're going to do is draw one more line from the intersection point between this triangle and the parallel. We're gonna draw another line to make this sort of like into a square. So now you can see that this definitely looks like a 3D sort of shape. Kind of looks like a rectangle. Okay, so now we have this is my mom's, and we have all our buildings on both sides of the road. So now what we need to do is we need to get rid of this middle and then we need to start adding details on the road and details on the building, so it doesn't just look like blank line. Okay, so here's mine, and we're just gonna basically delete everything that's in between these two lines, the road. So we're just gonna start erasing all of this, because otherwise it would look like the buildings are literally connected. Looks like the buildings are literally connected to the road. And we kind of want these to look like skyscrapers. So that means that if this is big, if this is the size of a skyscraper, then if you're looking at the road and you're looking at cars, they have to be really, really small. So that's what we're going to be doing. This is your road, and we're gonna make squares. In these squares, rectangles, are going to be our little cars just driving around. Down below, people trying to get to their business, driving around, maybe going home. So for these big, tall buildings on each side, we're going to make them look like they're very officey, very modern, because they're very big, right? So we want the windows to be very uniform, and for the windows to be uniform, we have to use exact lines. So what we would do is make a bunch of other lines. Now, because we already erased here, you just kind of have to see that this is the center and just draw to the road. And you'll see what I mean. I'll stop. So I'll draw a line, just like that. And if I drew the line anymore, it would meet the middle where we drew all the other buildings. But I stopped at the road because I don't want to mess this up anymore. And I'll keep on making these rows. Make sure they are around the same distance. All of them are similar. Just like this. Okay, so now I have all the detailing on most of the buildings. Some of them I left blank, just so that you can have more texture. Now I'm going to actually draw some more details on the ground, such as an inside road. So how do you draw an inside road? Well, just gonna extend the road. Just here. I'm gonna just extend it. Well, how will people know it's a road? Well, you can just stick a car there. Just stick a couple cars there. And now, our drawing is basically complete. Just like that. It looks like you're looking at buildings from the top. Hey guys, so now you have learned how to do a city bird's eye view 1-point drawing. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave any comments down below. This is my mom's, and this is mine. This is a side-by-side comparison. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like. Thank you. See you later. Bye.